Who's with me?
Or we could just not use our powers for evil.
Yeah, people might even appreciate having us around.
That will never happen. Stop talking crazy.
Magneto, you are wearing the helmet of the man who murdered your
This
mother.
helmet is fabulous. Don't make
Why
fun of
couldn't
me.
you just kill Shaw when you're like 10 years old? It doesn't make sense.
Charles, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Society won't accept us. We form our own. The humans have played their hand. Now we get ready to play ours. Who's with me? No, actually, not you. Nobody likes you. I meant the team of winners over here.
We aren't going with you.
Why not?
Because Charles has just been shot.
Can someone take me to a hospital? I think I may have been paralyzed.
Charles, this is important. Just wait a minute. So that's a no.
This is important.
None of you want to come with me?
I'll go with you. I mean, I grew up with Charles, and he's pretty much my only family, but yeah, I'll abandon him right now as he lays shot in the sand.
Thanks, Raven.
Sweet.
Why is this
better
even
than
happening?
right
We
now.
just went through all this trouble to defeat Shaw, and now you suddenly want to be just like him.
Choose your side.
No! Okay.
Eric's right. We should all join him.
Really?
Yep. Come on, everyone. Let's go with Eric.
That's great. We're going to be such a good team. It's going to be mutant power to the... Wait a minute. Are you just saying that so that we can leave, but you really aren't going to join me at all?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Only say you're with me if you really mean it. Okay? No takebacks. Because this is it, brothers and sisters. It has to be today, on this beach in Cuba, with Russia and US waging war upon us, with Charles laying paralyzed in the sand. Okay? Who's with me?
Or we could just not use our powers for evil.
Yeah, people might even appreciate having us around.
That will never happen. Stop talking crazy.
Magneto, you are wearing the helmet of the man who murdered your
This
mother.
helmet is fabulous. Don't make
Why
fun of
couldn't
me.
you just kill Shaw when you're like 10 years old? It doesn't
hard
make
it is to
sense.
be
Oh, jeez.
Charles, what's going on? What are you doing? I'm in shock, you selfish a-hole. Well, great. Now how are we supposed to get home?
Oh, Lord, the devil is dropping off people in the ER.
So now I'm in a wheelchair. Magneto and I are old friends that still play chess together from time to time, but we're also kind of mortal enemies.
Mortal frenemies.
And sometimes we play chess with real people's lives in the balance.
That doesn't seem like it would help your cause at all.
Well, take it up with this guy. Mutants are the future. We can live in peace. No, we cannot. Oh my gosh, we have been arguing about this for nearly 50 years.
Wow. X-Men are stubborn.
Tell me about it.
That was so nice.
And Beast, mutant and proud.
You can transform into any person you like. I have blue hair all over my body. What you say means nothing to me.
So, you have an X-Men movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. And this one's gonna take place in the past.
Oh, so is this like a prequel or a reboot?
Yes.
Well, okay then.
So we're gonna start off in a Nazi concentration camp, and this bad guy Shaw is gonna kill Magneto's mom.
Well, that's not very nice of him.
It's not. So then Magneto's powers get unleashed, and he just destroys everything. He kills guards, he shoots metal everywhere.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, so this guy Shaw is like, oh, okay, good to know. Your powers are unlocked by pain and anger.
Wait, Magneto didn't do anything to the guy that actually killed his mom?
Nothing at all, because we still need him for the rest of the movie.
Oh, okay, so he needs to not get hurt.
And at the same time, we're gonna have baby Mystique break into the X Mansion and meet baby Professor X. Why does she break in there? Because she's scared and hungry, so she wants to look in the fridge. She's a hungry child, so she breaks into a mansion and raids the fridge. That's what we're going with. Huh. Then we're gonna jump forward like 20 years and grown-up Magneto's gonna be on the hunt for Shaw because he wants revenge. Wait, what happened in those 20 years? Unclear. How did he escape from Shaw? I don't know. Why is he just now on the path to revenge? Because this is when the story starts. Well, okay. So anyway, Magneto tracks down some former Nazis in a bar because they'll know where Shaw is. Okay. And then he kills them. But he gets information from them first? No, he just kills them. Well, it's gonna be tough for him to find Shaw if he just killed the guys who know where he is. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, see, in the bar, he sees a picture of Shaw on a boat in Miami. Okay. Yeah, so he knows that Shaw is on a boat in Miami, and there's no need to question them at all. But that picture could have been taken at any point in time, and since he's on a boat, he could be anywhere in the world by now. Well, that's a good point, but it turns out he is still on a boat in Miami, so it all works out. Oh, and what's going on with him now? Well, it turns out Shaw can absorb energy and reuse it, and he also has a couple of other bad guys on his crew. Oh, yeah? Well, there's Emma Frost, who's a telepath and can turn to diamonds. There's Nightcrawler, but red, and there's a guy who makes tornadoes sometimes. Wow, and what's Shaw's plan here? Well, he wants to trick the USA and Russia into starting a nuclear war so all the humans can die and the mutants can survive. If he has a telepath and a teleporter, can he just get into the specific room he needs to fire the missiles himself? Probably, but he's gonna go with this complicated plan instead. How come? So the X-Men can stop him. Fair enough. Anyway, so Professor X is gonna end up going to talk to the government, and then he's gonna do this cool thing where he just freezes everybody just so he can talk to one person. Oh, he can freeze everybody. That's gonna be useful moving forward. Yeah, you'd think so. So then he and Magneto are gonna go on a little recruitment mission and make a team of mutants. Oh, that's fun. And we're gonna find out how they all got their nicknames. How does that happen? They gave them to each other. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Anyway, Shaw is gonna end up attacking the base where they're all hanging out. Why does he do that? Well, he goes to see them like, hey, you guys wanna join me? And most of them are like, no, so he's like, okay, never mind. Why doesn't he kill them? Well, he does kill one of them, but only because he tried to attack him. Well, who does he kill? This dude named Darwin, and he has the power to adapt to anything to survive. So how does Shaw kill him? With like a ball of energy? And how come he's not able to adapt to that? Because, fair enough. There's also this dude Hank McCoy that really wants to find a cure to some of the weird physical stuff that comes with being a mutant. Oh, right, because he's blue and hairy, right? Not yet, actually. He just has some weird feet, but he wants a way to hide them. What about, you know, shoes? Meh. Oh, ignoring the existence of shoes is tight. What's up with your toes? You can't see my toes right now. Sure I can. Anyway, so Hank ends up making this serum using Mystique's blood. But right before the big final fight, he tries it, and that turns him blue and hairy. Why would he test something like that right before going to save the world? He wanted to look good for the big fight, I guess. Pretty weird priorities. He didn't want the bad guys to laugh at his feet. I guess that would hurt his feelings, which could be distracting. We're also gonna have this thing where Emma Frost is in custody. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and she's gonna show the guards that she can easily escape. Well, why doesn't she? I don't know. Well, okay. And then later, Shaw is gonna absorb the energy from a nuclear core. Oh, I bet he's gonna do something cool with that. Nope. Oh, okay, never mind. And so we're gonna end up in a situation where the X-Men have to deal with a Cuban Missile Crisis or something. Oh, we are? Yeah, there's gonna be a ship full of Americans and a ship full of Russians, and the X-Men have to stop them all from starting a war. Well, good thing Professor X has the ability to freeze large groups of people as established earlier in the movie. Exactly. Yeah, well, he's not gonna do that though. Why not? Well, because by the time I got to writing this scene, I forgot that I established that power, so he's not gonna use it. Fair enough. And so then he's gonna get hit by a deflected bullet in the spine, and that's how he loses control of his legs. They didn't have bulletproof suits or anything. Actually, we're gonna make a point of having Hank make bulletproof suits, and Professor X is the one that points out that they're bulletproof. I guess Hank is just really bad at making stuff. I guess so. So then as Professor X is lying there paralyzed, Magneto's gonna be like, all right, who wants to join my team? Let's go. Not really the time for that. Not really, but they're gonna split up and Red Nightcrawler is gonna teleport them away. So how do the other mutants leave? Unclear, sir. Aren't the American and Russian forces still right there? They are. Huh. So what do you think? Well, honestly, I think it might be a little risky to go back in time like this. We might make some mistakes that mess up the timeline. Don't worry about that, sir. I got it under control. All right, if you're sure. 100%.
15. Now that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like how it should have ended, mainly just focused on the beach battle, sort of, and the piece of how, you know, how are these teams gonna be formed. Like that was good comedy right there. I like that they didn't go all over the place, do the whole rewind thing. That was the early one, obviously, of 2011, November of 2011. So, a long time ago, almost 10 years ago. But it felt focused, and it actually felt like it was done better than some of the new ones now, to be honest. It didn't feel as campy, in my own opinion. Like, they mostly do feel very campy, but this one felt a little bit better. The tone was a lot better. As far as the pitch meeting, really good pitch meeting. I like the tone of it. Like, it felt like a roughly newer pitch meeting. There's some things missing in there that are compared to the new ones, but it didn't feel like an old pitch meeting. This is really just from 2 years ago, but it was good. I liked it. I liked how he speaks to a lot of the plot holes. Hey, Xavier can freeze everybody. Why doesn't he do that later on in the movie? Magneto saw Shaw kill his mom. Why didn't he kill Shaw right then and there with everybody else? There's little things in there where it's like, doesn't make sense, especially with the Darwin guy or whatever his name was. I feel like they needed to bring somebody in to kill off just to show that Shaw was a big bad guy, even though we saw him kill the mom. We know he's a bad guy. I don't know, it was weird. I wanted to see that character, what he could do later on in the film, but maybe they didn't have any ideas. But yeah, why couldn't he adapt to the power ball being put in his body? That's a weird way of saying it. Let's start over. Why couldn't he adapt to what Shaw did to him? That killed him. It was just, little things that they put out there that they didn't fully explain, and they just were like, hey, this happened and we're done. But overall, funny stuff from him. I liked First Class, like the movie itself. I really enjoy it. It's really one of the better X-Men movies out there. I think X2 is still my all-time favorite, even though I have a cult favorite love, or whatever you want to call it, for The Last Stand, because there's a lot of action in it. It's really silly and campy, but it's a fun movie. And then Days of Future Past is really good too, but there's things that they never bring back to it. And Apocalypse was just, I didn't like Apocalypse all that much. That's when it just started losing its way. Days of Future Past was good because he still brought Bryan Singer in there, and obviously he's got his issues, but it still didn't really flow with the next movie, or even Dark Phoenix, which that really disappointed me. But X2 might be my favorite. Logan, I think, is the all-time best X-Men type movie, even though it's not like an X-Men team-up movie, but it's just the best. That's top tier. But as far as team-ups, I think X2 might still be one of my favorites. Let's talk about it in the comments, though. First Class, what are your thoughts on it? What'd you think of this video? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm interested in you guys' thoughts. As always, thanks for laughing with me. Thanks for watching with me. I really appreciate it. It's awesome that you guys come back and watch and laugh with me each and every day. So I really appreciate that. To my Hyper Crew members, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnir, K6013, and Dash Milner, thanks so much for being a part of that crew. You guys get a verbal shout out by me every single video, so thanks so much for being a part of that top tier crew. Thanks to all of my subscribers and members and non-subscribers if you're watching. Thanks so much for watching today. Before you go, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, so I'd really appreciate it. You can also check out some of our most popular videos, and you can see the most recent reaction as well, right up there. If you've seen all of that, I'll see you guys in the comments and we can talk about this.